So if you press a little button on the very top of your camera, it's like a clicker. Do you see it? What is up with your camera?
It's not paused.
Nope, it's just...
Locked up.
Here, I got it. I think. It's about to get real weird. Follow us for the portion. Scene.
Green means go.
Don't. So all of that was on our stream. That's fine. You
Green
can
means
see
go.
behind the scenes. Green means go. You're kind of dark, but I think that's how you like it.
That's how I like it.
So this Tuesday, as our sons like to continuously remind us, what day it is.
After they ask 50 times what day it is.
They only ask me like 4 times a day.
What day is it? What day is it? Is it my birthday?
I haven't gotten that one in a minute. To be honest. TBH. Sleepy time tea.
Well, I think the next holiday is Mother's Day, so they won't give a crap about that.
That's so true. So true. I think they might care a little.
Perhaps.
Perhaps not.
There's no candy in it for them, so.
That's true. Well, unless they steal mine. Which they will. But you know what is surprising? I still have sugar cubes in here.
Nice.
Nice. They haven't found them yet. So this is Spilling My Usual Tea, where we do deep dives into romance novels, getting into the nitty gritty. Though the last video that we did was Clutching Cthulhu's Pearls by Marilyn Barr.
Yep.
Which was an interesting read.
I haven't read it at all.
Yes, you have.
I've read that one. I haven't read the next one.
The next one we are doing is Spelunking for a Goblin Husband.
Yep.
By the same author.
Yep.
And
I also started the next book. And that,
Shadowmere.
Yeah. Started it.
You started it. That's a lot of books to be starting all at once.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Better you than me. I don't do that. I'm a one book at a time kind of.
So am I.
Then why have you done that to yourself?
Because I'll like start a book and I'll start reading it and you'll be like, have you got this book for book club done yet? No. Okay.
If
and
you
I'll start
would
reading that
read,
book and you'll be like, have you started the book for Spilling My Usual Tea yet? No, I haven't finished this other book yet. Well, you know we're going live.
It's not my fault you read out of order and slow.
Okay.
Throwing it out there.
Because this is your podcast, not mine. You've got your whole little setup over there. I've got a sparkly refrigerator in the background.
Can we just pretend? Can we just like
host.
You're a guest host? Can we just pretend, like, not pretend that if I did this by myself, you wouldn't get offended?
It's not that I wouldn't get offended. I feel like sometimes I don't talk about things that are going to get me in trouble on lives, so I just sit here and wait for you to change subject.
Yeah. I think you're full of shit.
I mean, I can rip into it if you'd like.
It's up to you.
Yeah, that's why I chose to just stay silent and go on to the next thing.
Go on to the next thing.
Yep, the next topic of discussion.
Next topic of discussion is we have moved onto an additional book tracking platform called Fable.
Shows promise.
It does show promise.
In that people pay attention to it and watch it.
Yes. So most people have a Goodreads.
Yeah.
I have a Goodreads.
Excusez-moi.
You do not have a Goodreads.
How rude. No, I don't.
How rude.
I don't have Goodreads.
The
I have Smut Reads.
thing about, I wish someone would make a book tracker called Smut Reads. I don't know why. It wouldn't have to be any different than any of the other book tracking apps.
I can do it right now.
You can make a whole app right now.
I can do it tonight.
No, you couldn't. A whole app. You could make a whole app that people could download.
Yeah.
Where you could interact with each other.
Mm-hmm. It's probably already exists. You probably already find it. If you can't, then.
So, most people have a Goodreads.
Yeah.
Goodreads is as popular as it is because it's been around forever, and it's also attached to Amazon. So any books that you read.
And if I made my own app, I'd probably end up getting sued by Amazon.
I mean, there are other
or bought out by Amazon.
That's probably more likely. So Fable, you can. Sorry, see, I'm gonna start as soon as I get on here. I would start yawning. Fable, you can import your Goodreads lists.
Yeah.
It is an app on your phone.
Straight off of Goodreads.
Straight off of Goodreads, imports your lists. I don't know if because Goodreads has that feature where if you read a book on your Kindle, it will automatically go onto your shelf as reading and all these things. I don't know. I just downloaded it today. I figured I would try it.
My vape is at 1%. So we need to figure that out. Just throw that can on the floor. It's not necessary. Because if I'm going to stay up any longer, I did some things today.
That you
Ran
did?
under a car. I haven't done that in a long time. It's probably going to get a blister in my hand.
From crawling around underneath your car?
You know what I did? I drove, this isn't really interesting. I drove down there to meet you for lunch, and we had lunch at a place called
The something
Service
station.
or
Yeah.
something. Service Station restaurant or whatever. It's down there in the seedy part of town. It's down there off of Hill Street and Burnett. Good. It's good food, right?
Yeah.
It's good food. She gave us extra fries. Nice of her. Anyway, drove all the way down there, then all the way back, and then I stopped here at the house. And I was like, if I don't change my oil today, I'm not gonna do it.
Right.
So I pulled right back out of our driveway and took off again. Went down to the AutoZone, bought some oil and stuff, came back, and so at that point I've been driving for about an hour.
Okay.
And then I was underneath the car, draining the oil, and my car has like a plastic plate that goes over everything, so I have to take that plastic piece off before I can get to my oil filter. So while I was loosening all that crap and trying to get my oil filter off, my ratchet drops into my oil pan.
Nice.
In my catch pan.
Yeah.
And the oil was searing hot.
Because he had been driving.
Because I've been driving. And so I'm I keep reaching into this pan, and I know that hot oil gets a bad rap. There's a reason for it. It sucks bad. It's worse than regular, boiling water.
Right.
It's got boiling water beat by a long shot.
It probably holds heat. So it stays hot.
I'm just like,
Huh? It's like that commercial. Oh,
like
never
it
faster
wasn't
than
like
that.
it wasn't like so hot that like it was gonna like burn me, but it was too hot to stick my fucking hand. It's like the water out of our tap. If you just let one side run, it's super hot. But I was like, oh lord, my handies, they will be scorched.
My delicate
My delicate tattooed hands.
phalanges.
Whatever shall I do?
Whatever ever shall I do?
That's why if we're not like if I could afford to get my oil changed somewhere, I do it. I just, oh Lord, whatever shall I do if I go to work with stained hands? What will they think?
You say it like it's a joke.
But that is exactly
But we
what it
both
is.
know that is exactly how you are. In fact,
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't pull those gloves out from the stairwell.
I was too lazy.
Okay,
too lazy.
there it is.
Yeah, because like when I was a kid, I'd be like all up in my car pulling the transmission out.
Yeah, no. But as a grown ass
And
man,
now that I'm like old and crappy and spoiled, just, oh man, how much did it cost us to it? Because whenever, like, when I was like 16, I'd be like underneath my Chevette, like pulling the transmission out, and I have like I was littler back then, I guess, well at least more limber. So I'd be like under there trying to pull his transmission out. I have my knees up, like holding the bell housing and stuff, trying to pull his transmission out. And my dad would just be like, sometimes, usually wasn't there at all. Sometimes he'd be standing out there, I just like see his feet. And he's just standing there watching me giggling sometimes, trying to get this transmission out. And I know for a fucking fact, okay? I know for a fact that he could do it too. He has worked on cars before.
yeah.
And I remember thinking to myself, I was like, why does Dad take his cars to mechanics when I know for a he's telling me how to get this transmission out?
Yeah.
He's standing there telling me how to get this transmission out and let me do the whole thing by myself.
Because he's an
And I
old
was like,
man.
why does he go to mechanics if I know for a fact he could work on his cars himself?
Ooh, it's hot.
And now I know. He just doesn't want to do it anymore. He just doesn't want to do it.
He has aged out of that bracket.
Yeah. But that's where I'm at.
In
I'm
life.
like, oh my goodness, I'm going to get a blister. And I'll have to have a Band-Aid.
That's crazy.
And like when I was a kid, I'd get like a long splinter in my finger. I'd pull it out with my teeth. Dirt all over my face, dirt all over my hands, give me shit. Wrap it up in electrical tape. And I'm like, oh Lord, I might get a blister.
Put some ointment on it.
I think I may have cut my supple elbow.
Oh, you did.
I did cut my supple elbow.
Yeah. You're supple.
I've damaged my supple elbow.
Your supple elbows.
I've got nicer elbows than most people.
Than me, yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty supple. But I was trying to get my oil plug out. Hit it on something sharp underneath the car. I was like, Lord, my supple elbow. Oh, I'm sure it is abrased.
I'm gonna buy you a parasol.
No. It's not that bad.
It is.
At least I do it. At least I
That's
can.
true.
At least I can do it.
You can do it.
I just don't like doing it anymore, man. It's been too long doing that crap. I don't like it anymore.
I mean, I don't
Anyway.
blame you.
Back to the smut.
Back to the smut.
I don't know what brought that up.
You just had like a squirrel moment, I think.
Well, it's like I burned my hand.
Maybe it was my tea being hot then.
I don't know what it was.
I couldn't tell you.
I tell my oil pan story pretty much.
Yeah.
I stuck my hand in this hot oil pan.
I dropped my shit in the
Pulled
pan.
up my little fingers. Then I had to hold that greasy, hot ratchet while I was changing my oil. The humanity of it all.
Humanity sounds like some
Yeah.
kind of Omega verse. Fucking Mpreg.
I
Fucking.
can't believe they have me doing this.
It's
This is so beneath me.
honestly, it's more like in my brain, Omega working on the car, and then it's got some fucking like alpha guy bullshit who is in a business suit, doesn't want to get dirty because he's
Oh yeah. Maybe.
catches a whiff of that fucking Omega, lifts the car
Yeah.
up.
I just
I'm
like the
feral.
whole time I'm under there, like fucking with this car. Those guys the Mexicans across the street, they work on cars all day long.
Don't they ever?
And I'm like under the car, my ass sticking out, and I'm over here trying to loosen stuff up and fucking stuff, and I'm dropping things. And I've just envisioned like all those Mexicans just lined up in lawn chairs, laughing their asses off, watching me underneath this car.
Yeah, definitely is a possibility. That one today was not smart.
Oh, was he not?
She
Oh, the one that was.
looking at the vehicle.
Yeah, I noticed that she backed into 2 or 3 different driveways before she turned back around, and then she like kind of just like. I mean, she was buying like
I don't care.
a Ford Fiesta,
There,
an automatic Ford Fiesta.
I just need to tell you that the little girl who lives across the street
Yeah.
speaks no English.
Real still?
Still,
She's little.
she's probably
Well, she's probably not in school yet.
she's a twins' age. I would assume she's like
Yeah, so she's
4.
speaks Spanish. It's her language.
She just speaks Spanish. But she comes up. She waits for the boys to get home every day so they can all hug each other,
Oh, really?
talk to each other in 2 different languages. Besides the fact that
Is that why Ollie's like trying to learn Spanish?
well they teach Spanish at daycare. They do go through like
it's
Spanish
like,
lessons.
I'm
But
gonna
yes.
talk to that neighbor.
But yes. And then she waits for Victor's bus.
Oh, and like talks to Victor.
And they run to hug each other every day.
Really, that's awesome.
And she like talks to them and wants to tell them about things, and like
They
today
can't
it was,
understand a fucking thing she says.
and they can't understand a word she says. It is the cutest thing.
That's sweet.
Her name is like Emily or Amelia or something like that. Starts with an E. I can't remember. M. She goes by M. That's all I do know. Or Emmy. She goes by Emmy. There you go.
She might have 4 names.
Who cares?
She might have 5.
If you only, I have a employee whose last name is Gonzalez.
Gonzalez. An employee. So her last name was Gonzalez, and it's hyphenated to Gonzalez also.
I don't. It's not
She couldn't-
hyphenated.
That seems a little redundant, but
It's-
okay.
I mean, that's-
you.
And it's
I
like,
just want everyone to know that before I was a Gonzalez, I was a Gonzalez.
yeah, I'm just letting like it's her legal name.
Hey, good on her.
I was just thought it
She
was,
changed her name to Gonzalez.
I found out. Quick side note. I found this out a little while ago. The kitchen I used to manage.
Are you spilling work tea?
No. No.
Okay, alright.
I had an employee, and her last name is Gonzalez.
Is Gonzalez?
But she is not. She's not biracial or anything like that. She just married somebody.
Married a Gonzalez.
Married a Gonzalez.
Had some little Gonzalezes.
The entire time I worked there as a manager, not once did this woman tell me she could speak Spanish.
She spoke perfect Spanish.
She didn't speak perfect Spanish, but she spoke Spanish. She spoke enough Spanish to tell a child that they needed to pick up a fruit or a vegetable.
Oh, she just didn't want to.
And she didn't. And at one point, I was sitting in my office, my new office, and her old manager, who was the manager before me, we somehow got in the conversation of like having multiple signage for kids, so multiple languages, because we have like 4 or 5 languages that are.
She's like, well, you know, so and so speaks Spanish.
And I was like, no.
Oh, yeah?
I was like, she goes, her last name is Gonzalez. And I went, you're so right. I was like, you know what? Good for her. She was able to
what's
like.
weird about that is that like women, when they marry like a Spanish speaking person, they make a point to learn the language.
I mean, wouldn't you? That's more of a petty woman thing.
Yeah, they don't want
than-
people talking about them. I don't know what they're
that's
saying.
not. That's
Yeah.
not just being like inclusive and
I
shit.
know what it's about. I know what it's for.
So, anyway, Fabled, Fable. If you download Fable on your phone, and I'm not saying you have to, you don't have to follow along with
You
me.
ain't gotta do shit.
You ain't gotta do shit.
You ain't gotta do shit. But
If you do, here's the plan.
also this name.
It's kind of a fast charger. I plan on having a list of books that we are going to read
On Fable.
on Spilling My Usual Tea.
Uh-huh.
So because I hadn't really done it for on Goodreads, because I already do it for Sneaky Wink. Like, I have that list that we have on Sneaky Wink
but
on
you have
Goodreads.
complete control over your list on this thing.
I have complete control over the list on both of them.
Well, not really. It's up for a vote.
That's true.
You can just pick what you want to read and what you don't want to read.
So for this one, I would take your consideration into it a lot,
Oh yeah.
but I'm kind of tired of doing that.
Alright.
Oh, for the simple fact that there are some books, like
I just don't want to read a 600 or 800 page book. I just don't.
which I understand, but
Especially in a week. That's hard to do.
But the point is, that wasn't the point of when we started this, was that we were going to read an entire book and then talk about the entire book. Is that we were going to break up these books into episodes. And which I feel like is very possible to do.
Yeah, I just don't like talking about it until I've read the book, because I feel like I'm just kind of like talking out of my ass. Like making
But it's okay, but that's
speculations.
the whole point.
The whole point is just like being completely wrong for the first half of the book, and then
It could be, yeah.
I don't like that.
I mean, it's the same thing as
'Cause
speculating as
people
plot
who've already read it are
twists.
sitting there in the background going,
That's the fun of it, though.
that's not the fun of it. No, I don't like that.
Whatever. Okay.
You can do it.
Well, then I will, and you'll just have to
Or
read
I'll
fast.
just read ahead.
I was
You
gonna
hate
say-
that. You don't like that.
You'll have to read faster than me. Good luck.
I think you skip parts.
I don't. Never do I
skipped
ever.
the whole smut scene on this last book.
Did you really?
Skipped the whole thing.
It
Yeah.
was so good, though.
No, it wasn't.
Wait, which one are we talking about? The Wolf King?
I thought that, like, because the first part of the book had the, and I was going to talk about this, but I wasn't going to talk about it on live, because it's like RT, like spelling RT. But tell me if this sounds familiar.
Okay.
Smut reading women. This is like rule number 1 in a smut book.
Okay.
Rule number 1 is above all other things. It doesn't matter what the guy is or what he does or where he's from or how much money he's got or anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Rule number 1 in a smut book is that there has to be a scene where the dude goes down on a chick without any expectation of reciprocation. That happens in almost every single one of these smut books.
Yeah.
So it's like women, and I totally get why, I totally get why they would like that, because there's no way it ever happens. No way it ever happens.
No.
But
No. In fact, there's no way that ever happens first either. It's always second.
it's always second.
You're telling me that if a girl goes down on a guy, he usually expects the blowjob first, and then he'll reciprocate.
Sometimes you'll catch a dude drunk.
Yeah. Sometimes.
Sometimes,
Almost never.
Sometimes, every once in a while, you'll catch a dude when he's drunk, and he'll.
But most of the time.
I mean, after that, it just kind of like. Yeah. But I'm just saying, it's like a serious fantasy that women have. It's like it is chalked up as a fantasy because it happens.
Never a
It's
person.
chalked up as a fantasy.
Mm-mm. Nope. No one is never gonna devour me like that in a castle with a Scottish man.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on there.
There's a lot of things
A lot of
happening in that
scenarios
book.
there. But it's just like everyone's fantasy for gotta just love to do it. He just wants to just get in there and then nothing in return. No,
You know what
this
though?
was for you.
I'm gonna throw, in my personal opinion, I'm gonna throw this out there. I feel like it's a very lesbian-esque
Why's that?
because in again, my opinion could be wrong. Women who are lesbians enjoy going down on other women. I think.
I don't know anything about it.
I'm just saying that, like, the mentality behind that, in my opinion, is very, like, came from a woman.
Well, yeah, it did come from a woman.
Only women enjoy eating other women out.
That's not true.
Is it not true?
No, that's not true.
I don't believe that.
That's not true.
Maybe only women would do it without wanting it to be reciprocated. Or
They do all the
needing.
time.
Needing.
They do all the time.
Without it being reciprocated. I'm gonna
Yeah.
throw something at
They
you.
do it all the time. As a kid.
When I was a kid, you should not put that in
When I was younger.
this sentence.
When I was a teenager.
Yeah.
Teenager,
kid.
early 20s is my go-to. Because it seemed to work.
Well, I wonder why.
It seemed to work.
It was almost like it's a fantasy.
Yeah, I was like, and you know what? until today, until today, I never like put two together and realized I thought that I was just very interesting to be around.
you
I thought it was just a little extra something that Jamie had.
Jamie Collins making dreams come
Yeah, I
true.
didn't know that I was like fulfilling fantasies out there. I thought I was just like,
Yes, sir.
no.
She'd be like talking to her friends at lunch, and then he didn't want anything else.
You know what he did? And then he just went home.
I didn't have to second stick or nothing.
Yeah, he didn't want me to look at it.
Prefer the lights to be up.
Yeah, I didn't realize that was what it was. But that time of my life is over now.
That moment when you're happily married. Shit.
Damn it. What's the bus on that?
Lesbian lovers.
I guess that's what I was. I was just like a...
You were a feminist before feminist was cool.
Yeah, accidentally.
Accidental feminist.
No, whatever. Whatever it was. I had my own reasoning.
It worked.
I had my own reasoning behind it, and none of it was noble. None of it was noble. It was all just like teen bullshit.
Yeah. Anyway, again, circling back to Fable.
But I'm just saying that's that was like I wanted to bring that up because that is like the biggest thing amongst these books is that they expect that to at least be in the book at some point. Guys will hardly ever just go launch into it straight out in these books. Hardly ever.
No, yeah.
They always open up with that. They always open up with that, and then it's chapters later. Chapters after chapters later that it's almost like it doesn't count. It's almost like women act like it doesn't count. Because like in this last book that we read, this chick was like perfectly willing to let this dude go down on her or whatever, and still considered herself not to be deflowered. He's all just in there getting around. I almost feel like as a dude, I almost feel like if you let some dude like get in there and like stick his face in it, that's almost worse. It's almost worse. Because that in no way you can stop somebody from doing that. You can stop them from doing that if you wanted to. It's not like it was forced or like he mauled me with his face. I didn't know what to do. He was holding me down. At some point, I just started squeezing his ears. What was I to do? He had me in his grasp. that can be avoided. So it's like if you do that, then I'm just saying that it's intentional. Whereas some other things could not be.
Okay.
I'm just saying, right?
I don't know if I agree with that, really.
Well, in a lot of ways, you don't think it counts really as much as the other stuff does.
No. I mean,
It's like that scene from Clerks where she's talking. You never seen Clerks, but there's a scene from Clerks where she's like talking about blowing dudes, and she's like, they were like going back and forth about how many people they'd had sex with.
Yeah.
And I think he'd had sex with like 6 women or 10 women, and she'd only had sex with like 3 or something like that, right? But she'd blown like 37 dudes. She'd blown 37 dudes, and she wasn't counting that because it wasn't that important to her. And I think that's the way you kind of think about it. It's just like, whatever.
I kind of feel like oral in general doesn't count. Yeah.
So this falls under the foreplay category.
Yeah.
Well, that's what Bill Clinton said too.
Well,
And apparently it's the law now, at least on a federal level.
I fucking can't. We can't talk politics on here.
I'm not really invested enough in it to even
Dive into it. Anyway. So I think that's where I'm going to keep the list of like upcoming books, because getting on here and like searching, as entertaining as it might be for me, because it's something I just do in my pastime to like browse through books online, definitely not good content
what?
for both of us to just sit on here like in low key silence.
Oh yeah, it's garbage content.
Garbage.
Yeah, it's trash. Like you'll start looking something. Like, here, let me look that up. I'm like, please don't look that up. Cause you're gonna be here for like 2 or 3 minutes, just in silence, saying nothing, not being interesting, looking something up, and you'll find it like, oh yeah. And that's the end of it. There's no discussion afterwards. It's just very anticlimactic. And it takes up a lot of time.
But I feel like if I had just a list, be like, okay, well, you know, we're doing this book, and then we're doing this book, and then we're doing this book, and here it all is in a nice little list.
And it's a list.
Yeah, and it's a list.
I know how you feel about those.
Love them.
You do.
I have a list right here.
Yeah, you have a list right there. Of the books you plan on reading. Man,
Yeah.
we got on here kind of late today.
We did.
What time is it?
Almost 10.
Oh wow, it is late.
Yeah, you can help me get the boys ready?
I can try. Not make any promises. I gotta read my underground goblin husband.
I mean, didn't we cut back the videos for Spill and Angel Tea to only once a week?
Yeah.
So you really have a whole week to read it.
Yeah, but I kind of want to read something now. I was struggling with that last book.
Oh, really? You didn't really like that?
No, I think the author was writing about something she didn't know a lot about. It's like you can always tell when an author's writing about a scenario that they just don't know much about, because basically she just put everybody in kilts and had them speak with a Scottish accent. Everybody can do that. And
Yep.
so most of this book, and we talked about this before, most of this book took place inside of her head.
Yep.
And it was very redundant. Very redundant. She didn't even once take a chapter. Well, all these chicks
Is
will take
that
a chapter.
Monk?
Huh?
Make sure he's covered.
Monk, you naked?
He might be going back up.
No. It seemed like he's going back up. Seems like he's coming down. Is your wiener out? Are you covered out? Okay. It's Toge being down.
Toga.
Let's take a
Toga.
dump. You're here to use the executive washroom. Don't look at me like that. That's her. What? What? Huh? This room's creepy? Yeah.
Ghost in the basement.
Tell them what they told you at school.
No, I mean, you've been on here the entire time I have. That he can speak and
Yeah, he just speaks in full sentences at school.
when he wants to.
He feels like it.
It is heavily prompted. Speaking of which, that paper I brought home today has
Yeah.
all of his evaluation, like,
Okay.
if you ever want to read it.
Okay.
So we can start trying to get on some kind of waiver.
That crap's a dry read. It's a very dry read.
What? Pacific Harris?
Yeah.
That's true.
And they use a lot of acronyms in it. I don't know what they are. I still don't know what IEP stands for.
Instructional education program or
Well, it's shit. I just like, okay, we're gonna do that. That's great. Whatever the fuck. That is.
you're like, my wife will take care of that.
Knock it out. Yeah. This chick called me at work, and I hadn't started a tattoo yet, but I was getting ready to, and I don't know why they have my number. I have not my number down as a contact. But she starts talking to me. She's like, I'm trying to get hold of Jessica Collins. I was like, yeah, that's my wife. And she didn't want to tell me what it was about. She's like, one of my, because I guess she didn't want to get in trouble. But she's like, one of my therapists is a therapist to one of the children in that household, and apparently there's another.
She wasn't sure if you were the father of Victor, and at that point, unless you're on the list as
Yeah. She didn't know who was the daddy.
yeah.
It's me. It's just she's like, and she's like, now do you live in that household with
Right.
Jessica? Like, yeah. Weird, huh? 2 kids in a row. We both live in the same house.
Fucking 4 kids in a row.
Yeah.
All them damn
What are
kids.
the chances?
I don't know why they have your number.
That I gave them yours, and I've given them yours every time they've called. They always call me first for some reason. And I was like, that sounds like a Jessica question.
Well, waivers? What?
Yeah, exactly.
Someone
anyway.
might pay us to watch Paris?
What? That's a thing?
Yup. Yes, it
Do we
is.
get back pay?
I don't know.
Ah, man, that boy. Oh, I would spoil him rotten if we got back pay. Oh my gosh, he has his own house.
Shit, they probably don't.
I'd make him a little house out back for him to live in when he gets older. Here, son, you need your room. Here's your house with your big old TV.
Here's your.
I totally would too. Give him his own little house back there. He can live in.
We'd never see him again. It's one of the waivers is a program that it would be like assisted living, where they would help find him a job that he would be like a job that he could do, and he'd have assisted living so he'd be on his own but not on his own and things like that. He'd have an aide.
That'd be neat. I have his own little job. He goes to work. Like gets on the bus, go to work.
Yeah, maybe.
Or comes picks him up. Because they would too, and they'd come pick him up, take him to work.
I don't think it'd ever be. There's another one for a waiver that if to help us take care of him because he's physically disabled now and
Toe walking.
all of that.
Well, that'd be awesome, wouldn't it?
There's like 3 or 4 different ones. Yeah, she's supposed to email me a bunch of information
Can you
about it.
imagine this is like not having to
Worry.
on our own? It's really kind of bizarre.
Yeah, no, I can't even.
It's like dangling a carrot in front of us, really.
But it's like here's the thing about.
I feel like we're getting our hopes up and getting dashed on the rocks again.
It's like the Michelle P waiver
Yeah.
has an 8-year waiting list.
Well, he'll be in his 20s. Yeah, by the time
And so she told me, she's like, I'm going to tell you. She goes, most people hear about the Mitch-Shelby waiver, which is like the one everyone wants to be on. She goes, it's an 8-year waiting list. Because it not only covers people with autism, it covers people with like Down syndrome and like all the things. So
all the special needies.
All the special needies. So she's like, but there are these other waivers you could get on.
Blowing up our bathroom. He does too, man. He blows it up.
Well, at least we know he's pooping.
Thank God. Like pooping too much. Not pooping enough. And he ended up in the hospital over it. And it's like you're like, oh, everything's covered in shit. You're like, oh my gosh, I wish you would cover everything in shit again.
You're like, I would give.
What yeah. Please, son. I'll even let you put it in the VCR. Just.
Did you have to throw that away? How did you get that clean?
I had to open that VCR. I had to open
your
TV VCR.
mechanically
clean
special.
all the poop out of it and then put it back together, so he could watch the Wiggles.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Space
anyway,
dancing.
Fable.
Yeah.
Find me in Fable, or don't. It's a work in progress.
Please do, because it seems pretty neat.
I'm gonna work on it over the next couple days. If you don't follow me on Instagram, on my Spilling the Agility Instagram, go ahead and do so. Because that's where I'm gonna post the updates. I'll post the Fable link on there. If I ever get around to editing this video, I will post the link on the description. But you know what?
We need to start watching our mouths if you're not editing these videos.
I'm not either.
Because you just leave the crap up there, and then I just say some bad shit that I shouldn't have said sometimes.
So there have been a few videos I've just deleted.
Oh.
I was like, nope, done.
Yeah, sometimes like talking about our kids pooping everywhere and stuff. That's not really a big of a deal, but sometimes we talk about stuff that was like that was like work stuff, or man, I probably should have said that.
A lot of times I'll edit that out, or if while we're recording, I'm like, oh shit, yeah.
We don't have podcast personalities, really.
No, I just got out of the shower. This is as real as it gets.
Yeah.
No makeup.
Me either.
Drinking my sleepy time tea because I know as soon as I get off here, I'm going to bed.
Yeah, I'm going to go with it too, but I'm going to read about goblin husbandry.
Gosbin.
Gosbin.
That's what came out of my mouth. So.
Gosling husbandry.
Oh.
I found something.
Oh. For that to follow something else, okay.
I'm not going to tell you about it though, because I'm going to try to surprise you.
Again, for to then be like, I want to surprise you.
Wait till you sleep.
Oh!
You'll just be snoring.
Shut up!
Yeah, right.
Oh.
I'd be afraid.
Yeah, would be too if I were you.
It'd be like finding a portal where it sounds like the sounds of hell are coming out of it, like demons chanting and people screaming and fires blazing and then just like considering it a glory hole. That's not a good scenario.
No.
That's kind of the way you are. It's like sometimes you're snoring.
Is this gonna embarrass me?
I don't know. Well, no, I've said it before.
Okay.
Sometimes when you're snoring, I'm just like, it sounds like 3 people are snoring at the same time. I'm like, where are all those guttural noises coming from the same mouth?
Comes from my chest.
Yeah, it comes from the diaphragm. But it's like your nose is snoring, your mouth is snoring, and then something else is snoring. I don't know if you can snore through your ears or not. But
well,
so many different snores all coming out at the same time. It's so bizarre. It's so unnatural.
Maybe I am not here.
Maybe you're just like, yeah.
I could explain all
It
that
reminds me of
deja
that,
vu.
like, scene from Little Nicky where he's like, "I'm going to eat your heart." That's what it reminds me of.
It is what it is. Sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, it is what it is. You kind of toned it down lately though. I bought earplugs there for a while because you were getting bad.
I have started like this tonight. This sleepy time tea is sleepy time with sinus soother.
Oh, okay, that's what it is.
I'm trying to like work with my allergies here and not be congested.
Oh, thank you, baby. Thank you for fixing your allergies, so I don't have to like worry about you summoning demons in your sleep. I'm like, I think that's a language. I don't think that's just a snore.
Oh shit. Well, if we suddenly obtain goats, don't ask questions.
Yeah, that's what it is. She summoned a demon in her sleep inadvertently. I would totally believe it too.
I was thinking more of like sacrificial lambs kind of thing.
What?
So if I just suddenly go and get goats,
Like you're possessed?
like I'm gonna summon a demon.
Oh. I don't know why you'd do that. You got 4 of them that live here at least. Why would you do that? Just like give them a ringleader?
Yeah, maybe some like a coach.
Coach. You need to get these demons wrangled up, dude. Give them some structure.
That's what it is. That's what it
Right
is.
now they're just like running haywire. You need to really get them to focus on something.
I can.
Tell them to pick an evil. Pick an evil.
That's when they would all pick different ones.
Yeah, they've all got a different.
So they're
evil.
all
Like,
covered.
One of them is just like showering the dining room with oatmeal out of the package. One of them's down here getting into candy. One of them's outside.
No, that's fucking. Okay, way to make me lose my mind.
Yeah.
Kind of already is like that though. Though the twins can't be separated for too long. They get anxious about each other.
Yeah. Usually whenever they're doing something, they're in it together.
It's rare that they can both sit.
It just really bothers me. They're like pushing 5 now. Ooh. They're pushing 5 now, and they're still wasting all of our food. They're still like getting into the sugar and spreading it everywhere. They're still like I said, getting open. It'd be different if it wasn't like if they just like got into a container of oatmeal. But they like open up each individual packet and smear it everywhere and throw it everywhere.
Because
And
they are like
and today
licking
they got
it.
into the ramen noodles and like I was Ollie was like, I want ramen noodles. I'm like, okay, I'll make you some ramen noodles. So I'm over there, I grabbed some packages of ramen noodles and I set them over there and I start boiling the water. Love you, Monk. I boil the water. I look over there, and Parker and Victor are just chewing on a ramen noodle thing. They just pulled it out of the package. I was like, I got 2. Threw them in there. I only had to open up 1 package, but I had to go find the packages to see where the little packet was that went in it. One of them was in the dog's crate.
Yeah.
Because the dog got it. It wasn't thrown in there. He got it. I was like...
Gross. That's
you get what
foul.
you get, bro. You get what you get. Yeah.
No, I don't. They're getting better.
It's slow.
It's been a slow progression.
Yeah, they are getting better as they get older.
I will say, I haven't heard any clipping and clopping of little feet.
I know, right? They haven't ventured out.
But so many people comment on that post I did.
Well, maybe you should drop a little thing there. Say you're going to talk about it. Maybe I'll read the book. After I get done with my goblin husbandry.
Baby, I'm gonna be done with this book before the week is over.
Well, you had to wait to do a review of it then,
Because I'm already 53% of the way through. This is where I am. I'm on chapter 47. I am spreading those pages.
Okay, I see where you are. It's the thick boy. That thick girl. And you say it's like 600 words, 600 pages?
Mm-hmm.
Like that?
It's
I
like...
can do 600 pages. I just can't, like that thing where you read like Alchemized.
1,000 pages.
That was just 1,000 pages of shit I didn't want to read, man.
690 pages.
700 pages.
690 pages.
700 pages.
700 pages.
Maybe I'll.
It is so good. It is so good though.
Is it?
I like it.
Is it Quicksilver good?
Yes.
Is Quicksilver better?
I think
Better than Quicksilver?
I like it better than Quicksilver, but
I like it better.
I don't think you'd like it better than Quicksilver because it is very much one. It's done in first person,
Yeah, as they are.
which Quicksilver wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Um,
It was. It was.
was it?
Yeah, it was. It just went from person to person. It jumped from person to person.
So
Sometimes it was from. Sometimes it was from old. What's his name's point of view?
So I'm where I'm at now. So it's only gone through really one person's point of view,
Yeah.
occasionally two, but now I've gotten to the point where it's hit the third person's point of view.
Oh wow.
So it just introduced a new character, and now it's from their point of view.
That's one thing I do not like. I don't like the first person. I don't like jumping from one person to one person. I know that's easier to write probably. I don't like that. But what I like less is when it's only from the female lead's point of view.
That's not what this is.
Because that has a tendency to just like you just don't. It's basically telling me you don't care about the guy or the guys.
So
or the two guys and a chick.
the way
guys and a werewolf.
the way that she did this book thus far is you're mostly hearing about it from the female lead's point of view because she is acting independently and he isn't.
She's just the only one there.
He's not there, and so when he's there, that's when she'll cut over or like.
She will.
Yeah, that's what I mean, it hasn't happened very often because it's just now really getting into the part where the female lead, and who I'm assuming the male lead is, though they're kind of alluding to it not being. That reminds me, I was going to check the cameras.
I'd like to see that every once in a while, too. I'd like to see that where it's like they meet somebody. That doesn't happen very often. That doesn't happen very often at all. Anyway.
It's...
Usually the person they meet, the obvious person they meet, is the male lead. Well, I would like to see a few a few misfires.
I don't think this is a misfire. I think that I don't know. I'm still only halfway through.
It misfire, but what I mean is she spends some time and some energy and some emotion and some story getting to know this guy and finding out that he's not who he says he was, or he's not who she thought she wanted. I thought that for a second I thought that was going to happen with Wolf King.
Right, I did too. I'm just checking to make sure nobody's up.
Okay.
So they stayed in bed.
Yeah, for a second I thought that was going to happen with Wolf King, and you know what? I wish it would have.
Yeah.
I wish it would have, because then you'd have a situation which rarely happens in these books too, where she's got a guy that has basically done nothing to her other than like worship the ground she walks on, and she has to betray him now to go be with this other person. Is that what happens there?
I think that's what's getting ready to happen.
Oh no!
And I don't want to spoil it for anybody
Until it's time.
until it's
Spoil no book before it's time.
before it's time. Like, I'm not gonna, if I know that you're gonna read it, I'm not gonna spoil it for you. But there is, I just want to read you one quote real quick.
Oh no, we're referencing something again. Better make it snappy, and then there has to be a impressive discussion afterwards.
My mind flashes to a different time, a different place, when I was escaping somewhere vile during a storm of different variety, darting through eddies of snow that stuck to my hair and threatened to crust my eyelashes shut. Hard to ignore the stark difference. Then I was running from a place of pain, starvation, and suffering. Now I'm running from a place of...
Oh, still not gonna read it tonight, but
No,
I'll
I
read
wouldn't.
Goblin King or Goblin Son
This-
or Goblin Husband.
When the Moon Hatched is on Kindle
Mammoth
Unlimited.
Cave Goblins.
So if you have Kindle Unlimited, you can...
It's free on Kindle?
Yeah.
That thick voice free on Kindle?
Yes. Because when I read a book this big, the way I do it is if I have the ability to get the audiobook, I do. And I will switch between the three
Yeah,
platforms.
that's the difference between you and me is you'll like, okay, I'm working now, so I have to switch to audiobook. Okay, I'll finish the chapter on audiobook. Okay, I'm sitting now and read the physical copy. Alright, it's dark, so I gotta switch over to... You'll do that. Whereas I'll be like, alright, well, it's 10 o'clock. I want to read till 3 in the morning.
I don't get
And
that luxury.
I only ever read on my phone because,
It's readily available. You know where it is.
well, it's hard to read in the dark if you're trying to read a regular book.
Well, that's but that's why I like to have my
And I got
Kindle.
those old eyes. I can't sit there in a dark room and read a book. Just can't see it.
That explains your comment earlier
Yeah, whatever that comment was.
when I was reading to the boys.
Yeah, I couldn't see what you were reading because I got, I'm an old man, shitty eyes, limp dick.
But this, I didn't realize how much I was gonna like this book. And
Nobody does until they read it.
it hasn't been like it's been a little bit hyped, but not super hyped like Quicksilver and
Yeah, Quicksilver wasn't super hyped till the second book came out.
well, but like Fourth Wing, how Fourth Wing kind of got super hyped, or ACOTAR, or Court of Thorns and Roses.
That's something that interesting about like smut. Some of these books don't get hyped for 4 or 5 years after they come out.
Which
When everybody gets around to read.
when they finally pull it off their
Yeah, when
their
they finally pull it off,
dusty
they're like,
TBR
"Oh,
list. Yeah.
Has anybody read? And it's really weird because like when something comes
When
out,
was this published?
especially when I'm like making content for like Sneaky Link,
Mm-hmm.
it's like I want to make content immediately for stuff.
So this was published 2 years ago, 2024.
Like that sweatshirt that I made for Blood of Hercules, right?
Yeah.
I thought, I was like, great, this is flopped.
Right.
And nobody looked at it, nobody gave a crap about it. And then months and months and months later, when everybody finally fucking got to it on their shelf, which is really bizarre. It really makes timing for these things, because it's not like a sporting event where you have to have it ready that day.
No, yeah.
Like, some of these books, like, they're like, oh, I've been meaning to read that, but it's like 20th on my list. And so it's like much later, they finally read it, and then they're like, oh, yeah.
Well, and I think when it comes down to it, the way I do my TBR, I think is a little different, because I only have like 20-something books on there. Only.
Yeah, I would have 3.
Well,
I don't put books that I know I'll never get to on my TBR list.
it's not so much that. So I'm gonna pull up. They're here. One of my friends I have on
Actually, I don't
Goodreads.
put anything on my TBR list because my TBR list is your TBR list.
So on one of my friends, I'm not gonna call her out because I don't want her to know. I don't want her to know I'm calling her out. She's got 213 books on her TBR.
Now all she has to do is go look at her TBR and see how many books she's got on there. She's like, that bitch is talking about me.
I'll tell her. I just don't want to say her name on this video.
Oh, okay, all
I'll tell her I was talking about. I'll text her right now and be like, bitch. I don't give a shit.
200 and some odd books?
213.
Is it an actual friend?
Yes. Like, you've met her. You know who I'm talking about.
Is she part of a group?
Yeah.
It's by Christy. Yeah, it's absolutely Christy.
I was gonna call her out, but whatever.
Yeah, it's her.
She's got 213 books on her TBR, but she also says that she's currently reading 23. I'm like, girl, no,
At
you
the
aren't.
same time,
Yeah,
she started 23.
she started 23 books.
Yeah.
So, the way I do it, I'm like, I only really have books on my TBR that I know that I am going to read. So, and sometimes if I see a book on,
I just read what I was told.
I just do what I was told. If I see a book on my on like Facebook or something, I will cross-reference my TBR to see if I either have the same author on it or if I have like this book right here, which is the last book I added on March 22nd, Eyes of the Devious Burgundy.
Yeah.
I actually saw in another video today.
It's kind of a weird name.
It is.
The Devious Burgundy.
I saw it on another video today, and I was like, that's interesting, but that cover looks familiar, and it was already on my TBR. And I think I wrote it down on the list of... No, I didn't. I did not write down on the list of books to read for Spilling Magelty.
Okay.
So, anyway. So, follow me on Fable. Keep an eye out on it. We'll be back in a week.
Did you ever like go into any detail about what exactly Fable is? What exactly is it?
It's a book reading tracking app.
What does it entail?
What do you mean? What does it entail? It just entails.
What does it do for you?
Tracks your books. Oh, 2 more people just commented on that post.
It tracks your books.
So
and it makes you part of a book reading community, right?
Yes.
People can like see your TBR too, right?
Yes.
You can make comments. It's like Facebook for smut readers.
Yes, Facebook for book readers. The thing about it that I really liked was that if you go to your profile, it has a stats page.
Can you like go to your profile and change it around like MySpace?
No, it's
That'd
not.
be awesome. You get
Yeah, it's not like that. So I have it again. I just started using it, so I don't have. It says like stats. Like
people are gonna like, this chick does a podcast. She's only read like 3 books.
Well, and so here I've read 19 books. My goal was 27 of this year. But what
I've read 19.
But yeah, probably. This is what I like. Most read genres romance this far, and it tells you that I've read 4 romance novels, 1 fantasy book, 1 horror book, 1 sci-fi book, and 1 thriller book. Like it breaks it down into a little pie chart for
so
you.
that people can pretty much judge you at a glance.
Sure. I think it's cool. It also says my most read authors have been Jasmine Moss and Marilyn Barr, because I've read 2 each of their books. So
I think that the girl, the woman, the person, the author that I've read the most of is probably I can't remember her name, but the girl that wrote That Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Demon.
Oh yeah.
I can't ever remember her name.
I don't know. I don't think I ever knew it.
I've even recommended her to people and I've had to look her name up. But I've read like 6 of her books and a bunch of short stories.
I've had so many people like this person. I all I posted was a cover, a picture that I physically took of this book, and
There's glamour behind it.
No, it's just my laptop. And I said this book has me in a chokehold. That is the entire post.
It was the what's the name of that band?
I don't know. What are you talking about?
Sleep Token. It's a Sleep Token reference that got them.
Is it?
Sleep Token is smut.
Someone just commented, I have had this book since October and haven't started yet. I don't know why this I'm feeling so overwhelmed to do so. This gives me hope.
That's because it's a thick boy.
There's a thick boy. This was my favorite read last year. A bunch of likes. Like.
That's just been a while, huh?
I just purchased this from the local bookstore used. Can't wait to read it. Can't wait for the second one, which comes out soon. I love this book so much. My brother in Argentina just sent it to me for my birthday last year and totally fell for it. I don't know any of these people.
Well, I mean, you don't need to.
I don't need to.
Look at that. You're getting the kind of attention that you want from people you want to talk to. Did you like the comments? Is it possible to like?
I don't know yet. I had to figure out how to find the notifications.
Well, you can toss your stuff on there.
Yeah, I will. There's a way to do it. I
There's
just
a
haven't
way.
figured it out yet.
Post
So
a link.
post links, do the thing. So we will be reading. With our next video, we will be covering Spelunking for a Goblin Husband by Marilyn
Is that what
Barr.
it's called?
Yeah.
Spelunking?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm about 95% sure it's right here on my red books. Let me see. Yeah, Spelunking for a Goblin Husband, a Monster Bride's Romance.
I wonder if she was just like down there in Mammoth Cave, borassing around,
Having a good old time.
and she's like, you know what would be neat? There's a goblin down here. And he had two sausages, and they both went different directions, and one of them weeped some kind of intoxicating
Hush.
venom.
She goes
That's
in.
awesome.
She in the back of. I don't know if it does it in the ebook, but in the back of the physical book, she does go into a little bit of how she got the idea for the story.
Oh, cool. That time she went to Mammoth Cave? Or did she used to work there? Sometimes women work in caves.
Like your wife.
This just sucks so bad.
All right. Well, on that note, it is 10:30.
Alright, off we go.
We have to go to bed. I have to go to bed.
I have to read Goblin Smut.
Goblin smut.
That's the best kind.
Uh,
She doesn't say something about goblin in it.
I don't
She
think she
didn't.
does.
Oh,
I
what a
don't
missed
think-
opportunity.
Missed opportunity.
Oh.
You guys can also find Spelunking for My Goblin Husband on Kindle Unlimited if you have it. I would always recommend purchasing the book. To support your local authors. But on that note, we are going to bed.